Hey everyone, Lone Wolf Jedi here, and well, let's get on with the next part of the Shinjuku Singularity, and here we go. Okay, it's going to be an archer class, so that means I'm going to be taking my Lancer team. Yeah, let's use our Tordia altar. Choose a different Lancer. Let's use Lancer Tordia. All right. Good morning, Senpai. Did you sleep well? Never mind. My back hurts. Yeah, concrete will do that. Good thing I packed you some of my special handmade pain-relieving compresses. Feel free to use one. Sit. Shake. Good dog. Another job well done, Koala II. Did you have your morning burger, Master? Now let's get going to Shinjuku Station. Morning burger? Yeah. You seem confused about something. What is it? Ah, now I see. Yes, it's always not in this version of Shinjuku. No one here has forgotten what sunlight looks like. Oh, and as for Shinjuku Station, well, that may come as a surprise to you too. Cabal II, you stay here and keep an eye on things. And no going out on your own this time, okay? It really is a labyrinth. Wow, Da Vinci, you aren't kidding. Wait. When I said it was a labyrinth, I didn't mean an actual labyrinth. What in the world's going on here? I don't know. Maybe the work of a servant, or perhaps it simply became like this over time. At any rate, watch your step. All these changes mean that this Shinjuku Station has fewer exits than it should. Lose your way within, and you'll be doomed to wander its halls until you die. Now, this way. That's strange. What is it, Tordia? The ruffians who usually inhabit the station are nowhere to be seen. Of course, that in itself is not unusual. But it is strange that their campsite is completely gone from this passageway. You sure you're not just mistaking it for another part of the station? No, somebody's been living here. I see you have a nose like a reindeer. They're easy to miss if you don't pay attention, but there are indeed signs that someone has lived here. Nose like a reindeer, that was funny. Maybe the archer Shinjuku already fought them off. And why would he need to clean up afterwards? Indeed. The only reason to clean up would be to hide whatever it was that took place here. Master, hypothetically speaking, if you came here alone and found an empty campsite, shell casings, and blood, what would you think? I'd be on my guard. Indeed. It was exactly what whoever did this didn't want you to do. Their mistake was not in accounting for a companion who was familiar with this labyrinth. Especially not one who remembers that there used to be an unremarkable campsite here. It seems to have been spotted. Most likely they plan to take their time and surround you before taking you out. As such, they wouldn't have been expecting a surprise attack like this. There's sure to be a weakness in their defense. Find it and hit it hard, Master. Got it. I made some adjustments to the recording. I can now go up to the upper right corner and pause it rather than flipping down. And I can see the time I've made on this video on the bottom left, on the bottom right corner. Okay. Oh. Wow. These guys are loaded for bear. What the heck was that? Oh, you bastards. Alright. Dang it. Does that last for one turn? Yeah, that convert. Was it? Don't know what it's called, but it's annoying as fuck, isn't it? In either way. Alright. Covering fire? Okay. That'll be done. Okay. Interesting. Oh, instant death. Alright. Oh shit. There's more than that. Oh, oops. Dang. Okay. Thank God for MP spam. I'm really starting to hate that. Not as strong as it would be, but yeah, I'm getting there. That I think didn't survive. Nope, it didn't survive it. Give our Todi a double dose here. And if that one survives over there, I'll be able to take it out. Good job. Good job, ladies. Yep. Oh, got 3 of those things. That should do it. Thank you for the instructions, Master. Oh, you did very well. Nice to find you alongside everyone. Yeah, that's true. You've definitely become a first-rate master. You're aware, of course, that you have my genius to thank for it, right? Da Vinci, can you please just focus on the analysis? Ha 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 ha! Even with a station as big as this, I figured you would notice if I got into a fight with the enemy, and I was right. Now, if you don't mind, there really are quite a lot of them, so I would appreciate your help, Master. So he's seen us, and I now understand why he only told you to meet here at Shinjuku Station. Indeed. At any rate, Archer's in the middle of a battle. Let's hurry. Come, my coffin. Ha ha ha! I would appear to be nearly out of bullets. Come to think of it, how does this thing reload anyway? Well, never mind that. The enemy's still here in force. And by my calculations, I win. Huh? We made it, Master. Are you alright? Ah, there you are, Master. I haven't seen you in so long. More than 12 hours by my count. I'm not sure that qualifies as a long time. Be that as it may, I'm glad you made it. And you must be the knight who helped Master escape on that motorcycle. For that, you have my utmost gratitude. He's acting like he's never met her before, Master. My, so you saw who I was even amidst all that chaos. No wonder you were called the Archer of Shinjuku. I'm sorry, what are you playing at here? Not that I really need to ask. So you are the man I fought back then. I knew it. Who are you? What is your true name and what is your noble phantasm? Your very action drips with deceit, and yet there are also times when your true self shines through. Your attempt to keep Solaria safe back then was one of such time. Of that, I am certain. As you know, we have not established a formal contract with Solaria. We are simply working together out of a happenstance and shared interest. She has not yet reached a point where she can serve as an anchor for us to manifest in this world. Thus, there was no reason to defend her back then. Your fear of death was sincere. The rider of Shinjuku is more berserker than rider. Stand before him and your death is assured. Run away, and may just manage to escape with your life. The incineration of humanity is over. Solaria dying would have no effect on the world at large. So why did you save her? To be honest, I am really not quite sure. My body seemed to almost entirely move almost entirely on its own. Of course, now to mention it, you are correct. It makes not a lick of sense. Why did I move to protect her? I could certainly not abide a meaningless death for myself. Why do you think I did it? How should I know? Because you're okay, I'm going to say, how should I know? Good point. Then let me ask you. Hold on. What is your relation to the archer of Shinjuku with whom I fought? So you managed to fight him and survive. Impressive. Thanks to outside interference. I understand that you are not the one I fought. However, I'm almost certain you are related somehow. Now tell me, who are you? I suppose you could call me a clone, or perhaps something more akin to a waste product. I may look just like him, but my true name has been stolen, and I've been stripped of most of my power. Your true name is stolen? So this is like a split into good and evil kind of deal? Oh, I see what you mean now. I suppose that would make me the good one. I'm sure you are. Now I see. Alright, let me sum up. I was a villain, but I still had some remnants of conscience occasionally complicating matters, so in order to become the perfect ultimate villain, I divided myself of my good side. Oh, okay. Seen that way, the evil side of me must be exceptionally powerful. Now that you mention it, your spirit origin does seem to become incomplete. But on the other hand, if you could complete it, you might be able to take back your true name. Or emphasis on might, that is. My true name. Right, my true name. As I'm still able to deploy my noble phantasm, albeit to a lesser extent, although it did not matter that I had forgotten my true name. But I believe I would indeed be better off if I reclaimed it. I've never seen anyone so happy about forgetting their name. He must be quite the blackguard. Hang on a moment. Didn't you say something about it not being safe to reveal your true name before? Ha ha ha. I was bluffing. Bluffing? Think about it, young lady. How would you respond if I'd said, sorry, I don't actually know who I am myself? That's shady. Indeed. Clearly I made the correct decision. At any rate, we have successfully rendezvoused, so now we should leave while we still can. Well, Master, it seems I now have a goal of my own. Yes, I shall seek my own name, repair my spirit origin, and serve you with even greater power. Would you be willing to shake on this as well? Gladly. Thank you, my master. Ah, this is grand. I feel like celebrating. That is quite enough out of you. Stop it now or I'll cut you down with my sacred sword. Ah, yes, my apologies, Autoria Alter. Was it? Hold it. How did you know my true name? Huh? Hey, yeah, nobody ever mentioned her name. It was the only logical conclusion. My apology. Hold on. It was the only logical conclusion. My apologies. Were you trying to keep it a secret from me? One thing I seem not to have forgotten about myself is that I've never been good at holding my tongue. Answer the question. Very well. Shall we start at the beginning? Grand. Firstly, your sword was something of a giveaway as to your being a saber. However, it is theoretically possible that you could have been a rider or berserker. But the odds of a rider using a motorcycle for a mouse seem vanishingly small. Yeah, not till this summer. And as for a berserker, yeah, MHX Alter. Of course, the motorcycle could have been your noble phantasm, but then it would hardly make sense for you to fight with that sword. Yeah, she used a sniper rifle. And given your finesse while mounted and your eloquence, you can safely rule out the possibility of you being a berserker. The fact that you fought my other self and survived also indicates that you are a highly skilled saber. However, your apparent age is something of an anomaly for a saber. Generally, such a servant would be someone in her 20s, her prime. And yet you look a deal younger than that. Unnaturally young, one might say. This could only mean that at some point in your life, before you became a hero, you ceased aging. You speak standard English without an accent, however. Such knowledge would have been given to you by the throne of heroes, so this is hardly helpful. That you are a woman is something of a complication. There are, after all, few female knights who made a lasting name in history. Of course, magecraft would enable you to disguise yourself as male. Unfortunately, of the small number of female knights who did leave their mark on history, most of them appeared a bit older than you do now. Jeanne d'Arc was an exception, being at 17 and dying at 19. But she was an amateur with a sword, something which you clearly are not. And so I was forced to assume that you were believed to be a man by those who came after you to record your legend. There's also your brazen attitude and kingly mien that you've demonstrated since we met. When we take this alongside what we already know, namely that you are a famous ageless male knight of Western lore, the answer is quite simple. For the sake of discussion, let's say that you are Arthur Pendragon. That would certainly explain your royal bearing and comportment. But even if you were known as Arthur, it is very unlikely to be your true name. So you arrive at Artoria, a corruption of the feminine form of Artorius. And if there was ever a saber who could be called corrupted, it would be you, would it not? And one last thing. Her blade positively oozes malevolent energy, yet she referred to it as a sacred sword. As such, the only sensible conclusion is that she was somehow inverted. In other words, an alta. After all, were that not the case, it would be far too difficult to survive in this hellish world, even for one as pure and wholesome as King Arthur himself. This makes it all but a foregone conclusion that she is in fact an altar. And, well, if I am wrong about all this, that is all right. I don't mind looking the fool. Of course, if I am correct, you will all certainly stand in awe of my deductive skills. And so you see the process that led me to deduce your identity. How did I do? Well, you're not wrong. I can't believe you got all that from her appearance and her saying sacred sword that one time. Archer? Are you a detective by any chance? Yeah, that would make sense. I know, right? He was like Sherlock Holmes just now. A detective? No, I don't think I am. If anything, I find that I might be the most loathsome profession in the world. Yeah, considering that Moriarty was not a detective. A detective, yes, that profession would certainly suit him. With his observational skills and deductive reasoning, he could play detective all day. However, Mosh Kirlight, it is because he used that skill and reasoning for evil that he stands before you as a servant now. I knew there were two of them, but I didn't think they were split into good and evil. I'm surprised he had even a modicum of anything that one could call a conscience. At any rate, if this is the case, the problem is even thornier than I thought. That building's form is already fairly visible. I believe I know his role as well. The problem comes down to the following 3 points. Where does the ammunition come from? Is it even possible, and why would he do that? In a sense, I'm impressed that there is still so much I can't see even after coming all this way, Archer. What exactly are you up to? The more I learn, the more questions arise. You may have likened yourself to a butterfly, but you seem like a spider to me. Could that book here be in this city? Yes, it could be. Then I believe it's worth pursuing. Okay. Kind of think of it. Do you like dogs, Archer? Dogs? Well, I don't think I particularly mind them. Well done guarding the roost, Cabal II. Want some dog food? Oh, I didn't think there were any friendly dogs left in Shinjuku. Good dog, Cabal II. Now shake. He just turned away. Here, Kval, want some dog food? It's really good. He knocked the food down. Am I imagining things, or does this dog think it's better than me? Artois is desperately pinching herself, trying to hide her laughter. I had to chuckle there. It's funny. And of course the Saint Quartz. Let us move. Well, we'll move on next time. Shinjuku for Chom. And a week casters, which means I'll be using my rider team. Until next time, this is Love J saying thank you all for watching. See you then. Take care of yourselves.